What's up, Klansmen? Welcome to the Killer Countdown. My name's Rashawn Bass, and today I'm starting a new series on my channel called Cult Classic Cherry Pop, where I go ahead and I take horror films that are considered cult classics and I go ahead and watch them for the first time. Well, beforehand, I'll actually give you my expectations, as to what I'm looking for out of the movie. If I give you any information that I may know about it, then of course I'll go ahead and watch it, and then I'll go ahead and give my review and my thoughts on the movie. So the first film I'm going to be watching today is Jaws. Haven't seen this film 100%. The only thing I know about it is the line where the captain says, "We're gonna need a bigger boat." I know that line was actually ad-libbed, so expectations, I'm looking to see some people get eaten by a fucking shark. And that's pretty much to it. I'm looking to have a good time. The film's about, what, a little over 2 hours, I think. So I'm gonna go ahead, watch Jaws, and I'll be back momentarily. Bye.
Can't imagine why.
So the movie literally just ended like 20 seconds ago, not even. Yo. This was... Yeah. Everything about this movie is fantastic. Starting off with the characters Brody, Quint, and Hooper, mainly because I like their dynamic and contrast, with Quint being the old school pole and hook shark hunter, Hooper and his preference for more modern technology, and Brody, who doesn't know a fucking thing. That's what made this movie so much fun. Their mannerisms, interactions, and one-liners kept me thoroughly engaged, especially the scene where Quint and Hooper finally start to bond and become closer despite their different ideologies. Now, friendship aside, I'd like to highlight a few of my favorite scenes. First scene is with Charlie and his friend on the dock where they attempt to catch and kill the shark. The shark ends up taking the bait and half of the dock as well. You see Charlie being dragged out into the water, so as he tries to swim back to his friend, that's when you see the broken part of the dock turn around in the water, which obviously made me have a mini panic attack, but also hope I'd get to see the shark visually. Unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on who you ask of course, Charlie makes it back unharmed. I also think a pretty funny twist to end the scene with is once he makes it back to the dock, maybe reveal like a shoelace or something got hooked onto a part of the dock just before he swam back, so when Charlie gets out you see like this thread or something around his ankle or what have you, so it makes you think, wow, here I was terrified, he's panicking, and all along the dock was following you because you were stuck to it. I think it would have added to the quirkiness of the situation, but you don't want to lean on too many false scares. It was simply just a thought. And speaking of false scares, one of my other favorite scenes is the 4th of July beach scene. The mayor coaxes one of the residents to get into the water so the tourists feel comfortable enough to have fun and go in the ocean. Then you see the dorsal fin appear, which sends everyone into a complete frenzy. At this point, I'm just trying to figure out who I think is gonna die. Like, would it be a tourist? Maybe not. Well, we haven't had a supporting character go just yet, like the tan lady with the stiff face. Once everyone's out the water, that's when it's revealed that this was just a prank done by two young kids, which was pretty funny seeing them come out of the water at gunpoint. Then we see that the real shark is in the pond area where Brody let his son and his friends take the boat, and after an hour, we finally get a glimpse of the shark, and it was everything I could have ever dreamt of. My jaw literally dropped once I saw the overhead shot of the shark. I actually had to rewind and watch it about 4 times, which is something I don't necessarily like to do. I just like to watch it and ingest the film as if I was sitting in a movie theater. But I needed this visual and it was worth it. I wasn't disappointed at all. I like the fact that the shark isn't even shown that much throughout the movie. That's what helps with the mystique. You know it's big, but you can't get it all, just like my dick. Anyway, this is how suspense is done. The pacing was also excellent. The first hour you get to know the characters, set up the plot, establishing story arcs, blah blah blah. Final 50 minutes of the movie, it's just you, the viewer, Brody, Quint, Hooper, and that trolling ass shark on the boat in the ocean. And not once did I get bored or check my watch, but that's because of the character development and my thirst for blood. I was invested in everything this movie offered, and I just wanted to see the goddamn shark, but less is more. The final conflict and sequence was jarring in the most positive way, of course. The way it was going, I knew someone had to die. Obviously, Brody wasn't dying, since there is no way a movie would spend this much time developing a character to just kill them off randomly at the end of the movie. Hashtag not my final girl. Hashtag justice for Jenna. Hooper to me was an obvious choice, and out of the three is the one I personally could cope with the best had he died. Of course it had to be you, Quint. The badass old school old dude. I knew it was coming. There's absolutely no way all three of them could go out, catch and kill the shark, and come back alive. That would have been too perfect and maybe even a bit corny. And something like that could have changed the overall audience reception to the film. You never know that even a semi-small detail in having a particular character live or die could change a film's historical status. What if Rachel was never killed in Halloween 5? Helen in Candyman? Or Jenna in a Friday the 13th reboot? Anyways, sometimes people have to go for the greater good of a film. So Quint, rest in paradise, my friend. I also surprisingly like the very ending where you see Hooper and Brody make it back to the shore and the credits start rolling. At first I felt robbed because I wanted to see them be greeted by the mayor, Mrs. Brody, and the townspeople. Give them some kind of like hero's welcome for saving Amity. But when the movie ended at the beach, it made me want to see more. It was a 2-hour movie that felt like it was 45 minutes long. It could have gone on for 3 hours and I would have still enjoyed it. That's what she said. With that being said, I only have a few negatives, so here they are. This looks like a dick, you're smoking in a hospital, and that's assault on a police officer. That's a Class D felony. All jokes aside, the state of killer Kountdown versus Jaws and director Steven Spielberg, case number 1 KKCP, we the jury upon our oaths do find the defendant as to count 1 first-degree cult classic, guilty as charged, Jaws, cult classic status upheld. What's up, Klansmen? Hopefully you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed actually making it. In the comment section below, go ahead and recommend some movies to me that I should watch and make a part of the series. And also please make sure to give this video a big thumbs up, I truly appreciate it, and subscribe to join the Killer Kountdown clan. Just don't go burning any crosses now.